Hi there, I'm Justina of Just Classical. Music is very powerful for boosting memory. And one of the reasons that, well, there's several reasons that music is such a powerful tool for helping boost memory. And in fact, why I encourage memorizing any kind of facts to a song. First of all, music is a powerful mnemonic device. So music has melody and rhythm, and so the melody and rhythm of the song stimulate the neural pathways in the brain, and that helps develop the memory. Now, if I were to ask you, what is the order of the alphabet? I bet a certain tune comes to mind, right? She's nodding. And if you were to say your ABCs and not sing, I bet that you unconsciously pause at certain places after certain letters like G and P, S, V, X, and Z because the rhythm of the song with which you learned it. Music aids the memory, so why not learn everything to a song? Also, music provides structure for the brain. And it's because it has predictable patterns of rhythms and placements of words. So, did you know that those who struggle with stuttering do not stutter when they sing? And this is because of the structure of the music, and it gives the brain timed placement of words. So, just as language has patterns of letters, words, phrases, and sentences, so does music. And music also imitates conversation. So you have phrases that appear to include questions and answers in music, and there's silence, and there's listening, and there's response. So music is a natural language which will help reinforce memorization of the words. For the timing and the sequencing of the songs helps one to memorize easily. Also, singing works more than one part of the brain. So while the speech area of the brain is more typically on the left side and in Broca's area, singing involves the right side of the brain too. And since singing requires oral or verbal mouth and aural or ear and physical engagement, more neural pathways form as one sings or chants than in simply saying memory work over and over. So you can say a memory work sentence over and over, but you're going to be much more engaged with a song or a chant. Also, learning with music is effective. It is easy to forget a list of facts a few days after memorizing it, and it's not motivating to review a list. So if a student has a tune as a hook to the memory work, it's so much easier to remember. And since I have taught and tested a number of students in memory work over the years, I will attest that the ones who memorized everything or most things to a song or a chant were able to effectively achieve mastery of the memory work. One more thing, memorizing to a song is engaging and enjoyable. So music easily elicits emotions, and instead of expecting the drudgery of memorizing a list of facts or dates by rote repetition, memorizing with a song can improve the mood and can be fun. So instead of it being a chore, reviewing is pleasant for you and your child if you just are singing a bunch of songs together. So those are some of the ways that music is so effective in boosting the memory and learning. Okay, people do have objections about memorizing things to songs. They say, well, if you forget the tune, then you're not going to remember the facts. Well, okay, so that can happen. But if you repeat the song with facts often enough, and then you practice saying the material without the song also, then you eventually won't need the song anymore. Another objection people have is you should use all kinds of modes for teaching memory work, not just songs. After all, there's different kinds of learners, right? There's visual, there's oral, there's kinesthetic. And so we need to meet the needs of those learners. Okay, that's a good objection, but teaching a song can incorporate all of these, especially if you teach actions in conjunction with a song. So don't just sing the song, teach actions, and then you can meet the needs of the kinesthetic and visual learners as well. You can also have the words written up on a board so you can see them for the visual learners in conjunction with the song. So it doesn't just have to be the song. You can add those other kinds of learning in there with kinesthetics and visual. Another objection is, I don't learn using songs. It makes it harder for me because I have to learn both the tune and the words. Now, this might be true for adults who didn't participate in a lot of music or memorize this way as children, but it's not true for children. Remember, young children are sponges, and they are soaking up the information, the melody, and the rhythm. So they can become skilled at anything if we expose them to it, and they're very attracted to learning through music, especially singing. So children who don't accurately pick up a whole new tune still are learning the rhythm while memorizing. So chants and raps work too. I'm advocating memorizing to songs and chants because the music, the rhythm, those are the tools that are going to help children to learn.